Good afternoon. I'm Finley Winley at Studio 109.86431152 with breaking news. Runner-up candidate Mr Buggery has recently been caught in a serious fraud case just days after committing millions in tax fraud. This, paired with his other recent controversies such as buying up the entire world's balloon supply and feeding adrenaline to zoo lions, might have a serious impact on Mr Buggery's upcoming election. We go to Phil now for a live interview. Thanks, Finley. Good afternoon, Mr Buggery.
Just before we get on with it, oh god, just before we get on with this thing, I do have a few things I have to address to the people of my country. So there was a mistake that went out a few weeks ago. People have been saying that I've been roaming around all of East Asia doing horrible things to... Anyway, it was CGI'd by my political opponent, Mr McGumbo himself. As you can see, Mr McGumbo, awful stuff.
Mr Buggery, I don't mean to interrupt, but can we get on with the interview here? Brilliant. So now your election is coming up after a Now your election is coming up after a bout of terrible controversy. What have you got there?
What?
What have you got there?
What are you on about?
You clearly taken.
I've got nothing on me, but honestly, for the people of this country. Now, please, can we carry on with this interview?
Now, your election is coming up after a bout of terrible...
I'm sorry. Could I get some more of that, please? Could I get some more? Oh, thank you so much. Right. So, what were you saying, bitch?
Now, your election is coming up, and after a bout of terrible controversies, my question to you is this. What makes you think you'll get anywhere in this upcoming election?
No, my agent never spoke of some form of election.
With all due respect, it's the only reason we have you in the studio today is you're supposed to be running for president.
I thought this was a police interrogation again. I'm sick and tired of getting them up my ass. Can we turn down them lights? It's fucking boiling in here. Oh, yeah, yes, of course, the people and their votes. Oh, this democracy, it is a wonderful thing. But in terms of getting anywhere, I think that I do have a good position. My opponent, brilliant man, wonderful fella, good father, looks after his wives.
What you're saying here is your opponent is a brilliant person, should be revered.
Oh yes, of course. It's just quite unfortunate. It's not nice being interviewed like this, is it?
I suppose it's not. I understand. I'm sorry about that. So you talk.
It's warm in here, you know. It's quite warm. Please carry on.
The interview's only 5 minutes long, right?
Necessary for the future of our country and economy. As the founding fathers once said, if you aren't gonna fuck her, then I'm gonna get to her. Oh God.
Horrendous. Would you consider yourself a feminist, Mr Buggery?
Oh God, Jesus Christ. Feminist or feminazi, I would say. If there's one problem with society, it's there's simply too many women. Now, I've got a problem with that. As you can see, being Mr Buggery myself, I need to get at it with the men. I need to get some buggery done. Can't do that when all these women come on their fucking boats and they start fucking our men. I've not had anything like this in my country.
Mr Buggery, you've been told that you were the most racist, sexist and homophobic man alive.
And Zionist. Don't forget Zionist. I don't like Ziolins. it's hard in the life of Mr Buggery. You know, I've made it a good 7-8 years. Strong, quite strong. My father, he grew up in an oil pit back in New Birmingham. It was terrible environments he lived in. He had like rats for pillows, he had poo for sheets. It was fucking miserable, alright? But once I finally killed him, life really took a turn for me. It really did. I miss him. Yeah, so that's how my mum became a double immigrant.
So it's you full of stories, you Mr Buggery.
Oh,
You know,
full of shit. I'm fucking digging and done.